Hey guys, welcome back to another replay. Today it's on Fiery Salient. I'm in my Object 140, and because it was on the ANZ server, there wasn't actually many tier 10s playing at the time, so I did get a nice game with a lot of 8s. Some people might complain it's a bit of a bully game, but I can't really do much about that at the moment because Wargaming stuffed up the matchmaking so badly. Either way, shout out to Stewie, by the way. I can see him over there on the enemy team. But yeah, with Fiery Salient or Proloser, they're both pretty much the same map, so whatever you do on this would work on the other one. The idea of the map is that there's 3 main points. There's the 0 line, center, and 1 line. So this is actually probably one of the few maps in the game that's actually really balanced. Like, there's no massive advantage for one side of the map. It's pretty much a 50-50 game, and you've got a good chance of winning from either side. Probably my favourite map in the game because it's just so open and so flankable. And at the same time as being open, it's not just like boring flat plains. There's enough hills and stuff to go hull down and, I don't know, just, outplay the enemy tanks. Either way, the way the map is designed is that you want to push the opposite way to whatever the enemy team is pushing. So if your enemy team is pushing along 1 line, you want to push up 0 line because you want to get behind them. If they're pushing down 0 line, you want to go up 1 line. It's pretty much as simple as that, but at the same time you want to sort of poke the ridge in the middle and just get an idea of where everyone is at the start of the game. The way the map's designed is that if you do get up the back of 1 or 0 line, you can just shoot into the bowl in the middle of either side of the ridge, and that sort of means there's nothing you can do once the enemy team pushes 1 line unless you push the other line. So the trick, I guess, in this map is at least just keep an eye on what your team is doing and what the enemy team is doing, and try to predict when they're going to push one side, because you need to be able to be quick with their counter push, because otherwise you're just going to get wrecked. Either way, I can see the 257 over there. I can put a shot into him. And that 1390 is also annoying in the middle because he will spot everyone on 1 line. I am being pretty aggressive in my poking. I'm hoping to catch like a tank destroyer up the back of 1 line shooting at me and in turn spot him because his camo value drops when he shoots. But unfortunately not able to spot anything at the moment. This map is pretty good in tanks, especially like the 140, because the ridge is not too sharp enough that you can't go hull down over it. And the 140's got good camo, it's fast, and it's got the DPM and accuracy you need to sort of work things down, at least over quite a distance. I'm coming back over this side because I'm hoping there'll be something spotted over there, but then I realise that there's perhaps more chance of something being spotted this side. Just waiting for some things to show up. Pretty much how this map works, you sort of just derp around in the middle until you got something to shoot at. Or at least until more things are spotted so you can work out what to do. There is an IS-7 and tank destroyer on the hill. I'll probably worry about him pretty soon because, this is a good spot to get shots onto the hill. The pattern is overexposing there. When there are people on the hill, you don't want to move up there because, as you can see, he's just getting absolutely minced from the guys on the hill sniping him. Best thing to do is, if there is people on the hill, get one guy on your side of the hill just to poke the ridge and spot him, and then pull back very quick before he gets shot, and then you can just farm whatever's up there. I'm just going to wait here until I see something spotted. And there is an IS-7 up there, so I can start working him down. 140 guns working pretty well this time. Sometimes it misses every shot on the hill, and other times it hits them with laser accuracy. As you can see though, the map is pretty static at the moment. There's not many people pushing, and this is probably where a lot of people say, oh, I hate this map because it's such a boring campy map. But the difference between this and something like Malinovka is that you can actually initiate a push and, I don't know, use your brain on this map. On Malinovka, which is also another open field map, it's just so retarded because you get up on the hill and then whoever gets up on the hill first basically wins. There's not much chance of a comeback. At least on this map, there's 2 sides you can push and they're both pretty much as legitimate as each other, so there's always an option to do something. I'm going to poke back over here though, catch a 4202 out, and that brings us down to an even kill count. I see the 430U is pushing up a bit there, but that's such a bad position to go that I'm not really worried about him too much. And it's just back to waiting till something gets spotted. So a couple tanks do get spotted in the middle here. And yes, I know I'm loading heat to some tier 8 tanks, but you know, I did want to just try to get them out of the game as soon as possible, because sometimes you just can't stuff around bouncing shots. I'll probably get quite a bit of hate for that, but sorry guys. Anyway, I did get hit by Artie there, so instead of using a repair kit, I'm just going to, or a med kit, I'm just going to wait till the stun wears off, because it didn't actually damage any of my crew members. But at this point, I'm sort of thinking, yeah, we've got to start doing something soon, because we've got 9 minutes left, and it's sort of been a pretty static game so far. Now, I saw the E75 there, and that was a really unfortunate snap he got onto my track, but hopefully Artie won't shoot me here. So my fuel tank is also damaged. One thing to keep in mind, I actually have never realised this, or at least acknowledged it until recently, is that if your fuel tank's hit, you'll get set on fire easier, and if you've got a lot of health left, better to repair the fuel tank than risk getting set on fire and burnt down all your health. So when my repair kit repairs, I will repair that. And we're still at a 3-all game, which is a bit of a pain, because usually you want to be up a little bit by this time in the game, because otherwise you will run out of time at the end. Trying to spot that E75. Did get a shot on the side of his turret there. Just doing some evasive maneuvers to try to make sure Artie doesn't want to shoot me. And at this point, I'm trying to work out a plan that I want to do, because sometimes if you just leave it, nothing's going to happen. No one's actually going to do anything, and they just run in one by one, and you end up losing the game. So sometimes it's better to, you know, at least initiate some kind of push on this map. Do spot a Pershing up the back though, which is pretty good. My gun is not behaving, so I do miss him. Stewie is spotted again, and I don't know why he was exposing himself for so long with so little health, but that did put us up a tank, so, or a couple tanks, someone else died. So now this is looking a little bit better. What I want to do though now is when I go unspotted, I want to try to push into the middle, or the bowl between the two ridges, which as you'll see I'll try to do in a minute. I'm just testing to see whether I'll get spotted over here first, and now I'm just going to make a charge straight in. Got to be careful doing this when there are a lot of tank destroyers left over, but there's only 2 Scorps and a Waffle and a Tortoise, which are probably not going to be looking exactly here right now, so I can sort of risk that. But I was spotted, so I've got to be careful with what can shoot me in here. Basically my idea is I just want to push up and try to get some spotting up back of one line by initiating this push. I do spot a Lorraine there, which is pretty good. And he just gets minced by the guys up on one line. E75 still in the middle there. But I haven't spotted anyone up on the back of one line yet, so I'm just going to keep poking this ridge and see if anyone tries to shoot at me, and because my view range is maxed, I'll probably spot them even if they're in a pretty well camoed TD. So I waited until I was unspotted, and now I'm just going to make a run straight into the middle of the bowl here. I've still got enough health to survive a couple of hits, and hopefully I'll be able to spot what's at the back, because my team seem to be pretty well intent on just sniping. And this is what it means to initiate a push, at least on Prokhorovka. You've got to do something like this. Light up the enemy team, give your team something to shoot at, because none of them are going to do anything, just going to sit there the entire game. Did get hit by Tortoise there, but I was trying to kill the guy at the lowest health there, but I did actually low roll, which is a bit of a pain. Either way, I am racking up the assistant damage here, which is pretty nice. And yeah, that was a troll bounce. That should have pinned, but yeah. There's only a few tanks left now anyway, so I'm just going to go full ham, full charge, full retard space YOLO mode, so I can at least get a little bit more assistance. I know the Waffle and Scorp are camping somewhere up the back. The Scorp is probably on the hill because that's where he was last spotted. Waffle I saw backing into this dip over here. And Artie's there, so obviously him first. He ruins my game, so I'll ruin his as fast as I can. Scorpion's there. Get to finish him off. And the Waffle is probably hidden in that bush there somewhere, so I'm not a one-shot, so I'm not being too careful about getting over there. I'm loading my HE so I can get a little bit higher damage for penning him. But I actually don't know what happens here. It's like I aim in and it went through the top of this turret and didn't hit him. So that was a bit frustrating. Missed out on some extra damage, but I do get to pick up the kill. So it was a pretty nice game. I got 5 kills, 4,767 damage, and 5,985 assisted damage. Alright, for the end results. It was an ace tanker. We got high caliber. I'm pretty sure that's Confederate. And the spotting medal. Got another spotting medal. Sorry guys, I honestly can't remember all these medals. And a brawler. Moving on to the next page, we got 5,085 damage, 5 kills, and 1,436 base XP. Final result page shows we also did 5,985 assisted damage, earned 2,660, and made 2,369 experience. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. So at the risk of sounding like one of those guys that are begging for subscribers like, oh please like and subscribe the video if you want more. I won't say that at the end of every one of my videos, but please, if you do enjoy it, share it around. If it's helpful, also share it around. Doesn't matter if you enjoyed it or not. But I do appreciate you guys putting the time in to watch what I make. Anyway, take it easy guys. Cheers.